Los Angeles is buzzing right now. The world is here, and the energy is unmatched. And I'm sitting here thinking, if this city can show up this big, this boldly, this unapologetically, what is your excuse for playing small? Today is your wake up call. Welcome. I'm Dr. Tora Brown, organizational consultant and the host of Best Life. And I have to say, I am so delighted that you've joined me here today as we celebrate the World Cup being here in Los Angeles. For over 15 years, I've had the privilege of working alongside high achieving women, business owners, and executives, helping them close the gap between the life that they are currently living and the extraordinary life they are fully capable of having. So, everything I do is built on what I call the best life framework. Four pillars that are non negotiable if you want to perform at your highest level. So, the first pillar is the B. B is body, and that's your energy and vitality because you cannot build an empire on an empty tank. E is expectations. It's the standards you hold for yourself and what you allow in your life. The S, well, that's for schedule because what is on your calendar there is what you are truly committed to. And T is truth, the radical honesty that every breakthrough requires. So that's it. BEST, best. Four pillars that really will determine whether or not you will have your best life. And so today, we are using the energy of the 2026 FIFA World Cup that is right here in Los Angeles to dive into these pillars. And by the end of this video, I promise you will have something real and actionable to take into your week. So let's get into it. Are you ready? Okay. So let's talk about the LA energy. What is it? Everyone has this excitement about LA, even when the World Cup's not here, right? I love LA, and I know that everyone who comes to LA loves LA. There's something magical about Los Angeles that says dream bigger. People come to LA because they're chasing dreams. There's so many people here who are chasing dreams, dreams of being actors. People want to be famous. People want something different for themselves. LA is the place to do that. And this is where people come and dream bigger. This city was built by people who showed up with nothing but a vision and made it real. And right now, with the World Cup bringing the entire globe here, that energy is at an all time high. And I tell you, it is so exciting because it really makes us think, what am I doing in my life? What are my dreams? What are the things that I really want to make happen? So, that energy is here right now at an all time high, and I need you to catch that energy. But here's the best life truth about showing up big: you cannot do it if your body is depleted. And as we talked about, that's the B pillar in best life: energy and vitality. And it is what makes boldness possible. You can't be bold when you're depleted. You can't be bold when you're tired. When you're tired, what do you want to do? You want to sleep. You don't want to jump in and be big. You want to sleep. So before you can show up for the world, you've got to show up for yourself physically. You got to think about your sleep. You got to think about nourishment. Think about movement, physical movement, right? Getting out there like those World Cup athletes. They're getting out there practicing before the matches, right? And then, of course, recovery. So, sleep, nourishment, movement, and recovery is so important. And that is what LA Energy actually requires behind the scenes. It's not sexy, it's not exciting, and it's not what people talk about all the time, right? We talk about the dream, we talk about the vision, we talk about the excitement, we talk about making it happen. But LA Energy actually requires for us to take care of our body first. So, what does truly showing up mean? And actually, what does that even look like? Showing up is not just being present, it is bringing all of yourself. And I mean all of yourself, which again is why the be in best is so important, right? Because you can't bring all of yourself when your body is depleted. You can't bring all of yourself when you're tired. So, what does bringing all of yourself look like? That means bringing your gifts, bringing your voice, bringing your ideas, right? All of it, your ambition into every room that you enter. That's what it means to bring all of yourself. And you know what that requires? That requires aligned expectations, which is the E pillar in best, expectations. In my years of working with executives, I have seen women consistently show up at 60%, not because they weren't talented, not because they weren't capable, not because they didn't have what it takes, but because they accepted an expectation of themselves that is far below their actual capacity. They've been told, or maybe they even told themselves, that this level where I am right now, this is enough. This is all I need. I don't need to do more. You know what? It's not. It's not enough. And you know that it's not enough. So, what I want you to do is I want you to raise the expectation. It's up to you to raise the expectation. Let go of those things that you've been told or that you've been telling yourself. I don't want you showing up anymore at 60%. You're coming in at 100%, right? I want you walking into the room like these World Cup athletes are walking out on the field. Do you think they're holding back when they walk out on the field? No, they show up ready because they've been practicing and they are ready to go. So I want to ask you right now, where are you holding back? Think about that for a minute. Where are you holding back? So let's get into the T pillar, which is truth. Where in your life are you just going through the motions? The job you're bored with, but you won't leave. That business idea that you keep talking about, and you have all of these great ideas about how wonderful it'll be and what you would do if you had this business, but you haven't started it. The relationship with your own health that you keep postponing. I'll call the doctor tomorrow. I'll make that eye exam appointment tomorrow. I'll head to the dentist tomorrow. That is not showing up. That is surviving. And you were made for far more than survival. You were put here for a purpose, and you truly can live your best life. And when you're living out and living in your purpose, you will be living your best life. The truth is, you already know where you're holding back. The question is whether you are willing to put your full showing up on your schedule. Do you put it on your schedule? I'm going to fully show up. So, not, oh, I'm going to call the dentist tomorrow or I'm going to make that appointment tomorrow, but I'm putting it on my calendar so that I can call and do that. Schedule is the S pillar. And you need to protect that time on your schedule, that time on your calendar, like it matters. Because it does. It is time for your World Cup moment. So I ask you right now, are you ready? Are you ready for your World Cup moment? I know I am. Every 4 years, these athletes get their moment. And you know what? You're getting your moment today. Your moment is also now. Not next year. Not next year. Your moment is right now. Your moment is not when everything's perfect. I know we like to do that, right? We like to wait until everything's perfect. I'll do it when I get this in order. I'll do it when that's in order. That's when I'm going to do it. I have a plan. I'm thinking about it. No, your moment is right now. Los Angeles is showing up for the world. It's time that you showed up for your life. So I want you to tell me in the comments, what is one area where you are committing to fully show up this summer? I'm going to say it again. What is one area, just one area, where you are committing to fully show up this summer? Please put it in the comments. I promise you, I'm reading every single one, and I can't wait to see what you add to the comments. Like this video, share it, and let's build our best lives together. I'm Dr. Tora Brown. This is Best Life. And are you ready? I am. Let's go.